Today I want to speak directly to every individual over the age of 60 who has noticed their energy slipping, their waistline expanding, or their blood sugar creeping higher with each passing month. These are not just random changes of aging. Very often, they are signs of insulin resistance, and if we don't take action early, it can progress into diabetes, heart disease, nerve damage, and long-term metabolic decline. The encouraging news is this: insulin resistance is not permanent, and age does not take away your ability to improve it. The human body remains adaptable, responsive, and capable of rebuilding health even in your 60s, 70s, and beyond. But it only happens when the right steps are taken, and they must start today, not someday. So I'm going to give you 5 proven steps that strengthen metabolism, stabilize blood sugar, and help the body regain control over insulin responsiveness. These steps do not require intense workouts, complicated diets, or expensive supplements. They rely on science, consistency, and understanding how your body works at this stage of life. Before I share the 5 steps, I want you to remember one thing. Nothing changes in your health until you change something in your daily routine. These small shifts can prevent future medications, reduce fatigue, and even extend your healthy lifespan. Now, let's go through the essential keynotes that guide everything you are about to learn. Insulin resistance is not a disease. It's a warning signal that your body sends long before more serious health problems appear. And understanding this early message can save you years of fatigue, weight gain, and metabolic decline. When your cells become less responsive to insulin, your body works harder to push glucose inside them. It's forcing the pancreas to release more insulin than it should, creating a silent struggle inside your bloodstream that you cannot feel right away. Many people over 60 assume rising blood sugar, stubborn belly fat, or slower energy is simply age catching up. But in reality, these are often the earliest indicators that insulin is no longer being used efficiently by the body. And this gradual shift does not happen overnight. It builds over years of stress, disrupted sleep, decreased muscle mass, sugary foods, long periods of sitting, and hormonal changes that naturally occur with aging. Yet the remarkable part is that the body tries to compensate for a long time before any symptoms appear. By the time fasting glucose or A1C begins to rise, insulin resistance has already been active behind the scenes. And the body has been trying to warn you through subtle signs like midsection weight gain, post-meal sleepiness, increased cravings, or difficulty losing weight despite eating less. Rather than viewing it as a disease, it is more accurate to think of insulin resistance as the body's protective mechanism trying to maintain balance under pressure, offering you a chance to correct course before complications like type 2 diabetes, nerve damage, or cardiovascular issues begin to develop. The purpose of recognizing these early signals is not to create fear, but to empower you to take control while the condition is still reversible and your body is still responsive to lifestyle changes that strengthen insulin sensitivity naturally. Age increases the risk, but age does not remove your ability to reverse it, because the human body maintains the ability to adapt, respond, and heal even well into the 60s, 70s, or 80s. And this truth is often overlooked when people assume metabolic decline is an unavoidable part of aging, when in reality, it is more influenced by lifestyle shifts that tend to occur as people grow older. Muscle mass naturally decreases, physical activity slows down, sleep patterns change, stress accumulates. The body becomes more sensitive to dietary choices. But none of these factors mean that improvement is impossible, only that the body requires a different level of care and awareness than it did years earlier. Scientific research consistently shows that older adults can significantly improve insulin sensitivity through simple changes such as increasing movement, building even small amounts of muscle, adjusting meal patterns, improving sleep quality, and lowering inflammation, proving that insulin resistance is highly responsive to daily habits at any age. Many people over 60 experience a dramatic improvement in blood sugar, energy levels, and weight control within weeks of adopting targeted lifestyle changes because the body still recognizes and responds to healthier signals even after years of imbalance. The idea that it's too late keeps many seniors trapped in a cycle of medications, fatigue, and frustration. But the truth is that your metabolism is not fixed or frozen simply because of your age. And every positive action you take today sends a message to your cells that conditions are improving. The body rewards consistency more than youth, meaning small steps taken daily can have a greater impact than intense efforts done occasionally. And those small steps accumulate into measurable progress that protects long-term health, stabilizes blood sugar, and restores a sense of vitality that many believe they have lost forever. Small daily improvements are more powerful than extreme diets or intense workouts because the body responds best to consistency, not shock. And this principle becomes even more important after the age of 60, when sudden, drastic changes can create unnecessary stress on the heart, joints, hormones, and overall energy levels. Many people believe that reversing insulin resistance requires intense exercise routines or restrictive eating plans. But these approaches often fail because they are difficult to maintain and place too much pressure on the body at once, leading to burnout, discouragement, or even injury. In contrast, small daily improvements fit naturally into your routine, allowing your body to adapt gradually and steadily, creating lasting metabolic changes without overwhelming your system. Something as simple as taking a 10-minute walk after meals, adding a handful of protein to your plate, drinking more water, or reducing sugar intake just slightly each day has a powerful, cumulative effect on your insulin sensitivity, because these habits subtly lower blood sugar spikes and improve the way your cells respond to insulin. The beauty of small improvements is that they create momentum, making next week easier than this week and next month easier than today, helping you build a lifestyle that supports stable energy, better weight control, and healthier blood sugar without feeling deprived or exhausted. When changes are small, the body welcomes them instead of resisting them, and the mind feels encouraged rather than overwhelmed, allowing these habits to become part of your daily rhythm. Over time, these modest steps reshape your metabolism, strengthen your muscles, improve digestion, calm inflammation, and ultimately reverse the underlying issues that contribute to insulin resistance, proving that long-term success is built not on dramatic effort, but on the steady power of small, consistent actions that protect your health day by day. Blood sugar spikes come mostly from lifestyle patterns, not from aging alone, because while age can influence metabolism, it is the daily habits accumulated over years that have the greatest effect on how the body manages glucose, insulin, and energy. Many people over 60 assume rising blood sugar is simply a natural part of getting older. But in truth, the body's ability to regulate glucose is far more sensitive to diet, movement, stress levels, sleep quality, and muscle mass than it is to age itself. And this is why two individuals of the same age can have completely different blood sugar responses, based on how they live each day. When the diet becomes higher in refined carbohydrates, sugary snacks, processed foods, and low in fiber or protein, blood sugar rises quickly after meals, and insulin must work harder to keep levels stable, leading to the repetitive spikes that contribute to insulin resistance over time. Long periods of sitting, reduced physical activity, and the natural decline in muscle mass also weaken the body's ability to use glucose efficiently, creating a situation where everyday meals lead to higher spikes than they used to. Not because the body is old, but because it is understimulated. Sleep disruption, chronic stress, and irregular eating patterns add another layer of strain, pushing cortisol higher and making blood sugar even more difficult to control, further reinforcing the idea that lifestyle patterns shape metabolic outcomes far more strongly than age alone. The encouraging part is that lifestyle patterns can be changed at any time, and the body responds quickly to even small adjustments in diet, movement, and daily rhythm, showing improvements in blood sugar within days or weeks. Understanding this difference empowers you to take control of your health instead of assuming decline is inevitable, because the true foundation of stable blood sugar is built on habits, not birthdays. Muscle is your best natural defense against insulin resistance after 60. Because muscle tissue is the primary place where your body absorbs and uses glucose for energy, making it a powerful regulator of blood sugar and insulin levels even when you are at rest. As the years pass, many adults lose muscle mass without realizing it. A process known as sarcopenia, and this gradual loss reduces the body's ability to manage glucose effectively, causing higher spikes after meals and placing more pressure on the pancreas to produce extra insulin. The good news is that rebuilding muscle does not require heavy lifting or intense gym workouts. Even light resistance training, bodyweight exercises, or simple activities like chair stands, wall push-ups, and resistance bands can reactivate muscle fibers and dramatically improve insulin sensitivity. Every small increase in muscle mass gives your body more storage space for glucose, more strength for daily activities, and a more stable metabolism that works efficiently throughout the day. This is why older adults who engage in regular strength-focused movements often see better blood sugar control than those who rely only on walking or cardio. Because muscle acts like a sponge that pulls glucose out of the bloodstream and uses it for fuel. Even a few minutes of muscle-engaging movement each day can shift your body from storing sugar as fat to burning it as energy, which supports weight control, improves energy levels, and reduces the risk of developing diabetes. Beyond metabolism, maintaining muscle protects your balance, joint stability, and independence, giving you greater confidence in daily tasks and reducing the likelihood of falls or injuries that can slow your progress. Muscle is not just about strength. It is a living, responsive tissue that communicates with your hormones, supports your immune system, and helps keep your entire metabolic system resilient, making it one of the most powerful tools you have for reversing insulin resistance and protecting long-term health after 60. The earlier you respond, the more control you protect for your future, because insulin resistance quietly progresses long before symptoms become noticeable. And taking action at the first signs prevents years of metabolic strain that can eventually lead to diabetes, heart disease, nerve damage, and other long-term health challenges that become harder to manage with time. When you address insulin resistance early, you interrupt a cycle that would otherwise continue to push your pancreas, blood vessels, and hormones into deeper imbalance. And this early intervention gives your body the support it needs to recover while the system is still flexible and responsive. Even small changes made today have a far greater impact than dramatic efforts made later, because early steps prevent the buildup of inflammation, fat storage, and hormonal disruptions that become more deeply rooted as the years pass. Many people over 60 only begin to take insulin resistance seriously once their A1C rises, their energy drops, or their doctor increases their medication. But the truth is that the body sends subtle warnings far earlier through fatigue, cravings, sleepiness after meals, increased belly fat, or difficulty losing weight. And responding to these early signs allows you to avoid the more advanced stages that require stronger medical intervention. Taking action early also gives you the freedom to use simple lifestyle strategies rather than relying solely on medications, which means greater independence and more control over how your body ages. Every healthy choice you make today gently restores balance to your metabolism, improves insulin sensitivity, strengthens your muscles, and supports your long-term vitality in a way that compounds over time. By acting now rather than waiting, you protect your mobility, energy, confidence, and future health, building a foundation that helps you stay active, capable, and in control for many years to come. What you do next matters more than what has happened in the past, because the truth is that your body is still capable of change, still capable of healing, and still capable of responding to every positive step you choose to take. Insulin resistance is not a life sentence. It is a message, a signal, and an opportunity to reclaim control over your health before deeper complications begin to develop. No matter your age, your history, or your current struggles, your body has not given up on you, and it is ready to improve the moment you begin treating it with the consistency, nourishment, and movement it has been waiting for. Each of the steps we discussed is simple enough to start today, yet powerful enough to reshape your health in the weeks and months ahead. Small daily choices build momentum, strengthening your muscles, stabilizing your blood sugar, calming inflammation, and improving your energy in ways you can feel every single day. You are not too old, not too late, and not beyond repair. The human body remains adaptable at every stage of life, and the decision to take action now protects your independence, your confidence, and your future. This journey is not about perfection or extremes. It is about commitment, awareness, and the belief that your best health is still ahead of you when you choose to support your body with the habits that help it thrive. Start with one change, then another, and watch how your body responds. The earlier you begin, the greater the benefits you secure for the years to come. Because every positive action you take today is an investment in a stronger, more resilient tomorrow. This is your moment to step forward, take control, and build the healthier future you deserve.